today.
Likewise.
Man, I never thought we'd be talking about this, Gregor.
Yeah, me neither.
What are your thoughts, man?
I was kind of in shock. I didn't expect this. Honestly, I thought Luka is one of the guys that is untradeable. For real.
hmm
This was
Um,
a huge shock.
where were you when you got the news about this, and how'd you get it?
I was actually with my family at a weekend vacations in Zagreb. That's actually a capital of Croatia. And we were just having a great time. It was 6 o'clock in the morning, and
Mm.
my phone just started ringing just a couple of minutes after 6 a.m. o'clock, and I was like, I don't have to woke up at 6 a.m. It's not a big deal. It's just some message or something like that. And I had like 5 minutes of ignoring my telephone, and after that I was like, it's something serious. It's got to be something serious. And I checked the first message from my friend, and my first thought it was like, we are in 2025. It got to be a fake news. These are all over the news, just fake news. But after a minute or so, god damn, it wasn't a fake news.
Mm. What was your analysis of this? Like, have you been able to make sense of this since this happened? I mean, we've had a lot of smart people who watch sports and watch sports business and all of that stuff, and of course the NBA is a business. But I haven't heard anyone yet who says that they've been able to make sense of this.
I've been listening through these past 2 days a couple of analyses from your journalists from States. A lot is going on here in Slovenia, of course. A lot of basketball ex-players, journalists, we are all talking about it. There are so many theories. What went wrong? What we do know? What we don't know? I don't think I have a great answer to that or a correct answer to that, because I just don't get it. You have a player, generational player, who led you to the finals, who has been a first player of the Dallas since probably rookie year or from half of the season through the rookie year. I mean, you put your city through the Doncic shoulders, and then all of a sudden you change your main player for a player has been on the injury list, maybe even a bit more than Luka, and it's even older. I don't know. Honestly, it has to be something around Nico and Luka chemistry. Maybe something didn't work out. I heard some stories about his conditioning and his problems with injuries all day, all night long, all season long, but I just don't get it. Why acquire Anthony Davis then? I just
Mm.
don't get it. And you got two centers already, great
Yeah.
centers.
Yeah, and so now you're going to have this sort of glut of centers, unless there's still another deal that's going to be made. We don't know,
It's
but
possible, yes.
um, can you give just a sense of how much this was covered or talked about there in Slovenia? How big of a deal has this been on newspapers, news programs, etc.?
Through sports viewing point, it's like an apocalyptic thing. I'm not exaggerating right now, because in primetime news here in Slovenia, we are always and constantly getting some political themes in the very first 30 minutes or so. Right now, the uh, main news starts with Luka Doncic, like 4, 5, 6 minutes just about Luka, what happened, who was involved, a lot of interviews with a father of Luka, with ex players of Luka, with ex coaches. Even I had the pleasure to give an interview or two for Slovenian media, so it's kind of the greatest story right now in Slovenia, no doubt about it, definitely.
We saw here as the Mavericks played over the weekend after the news came out, people were leaving tributes to Luka outside the arena.
Yeah.
Some of them had, Mavs fans for life crossed out there. What do you think this does to the following for the Mavericks in Slovenia?
Probably the same that is going to happen with me also, because here in Europe, we are of course we are going with the player, especially if the player from our country is going to the States. In 99%, the fans will go with the player. They will not stick with the team. It's something like the soccer, of course, is the most popular sport here in Europe. My favorite player was Lionel Messi when he was playing with FC Barcelona. Then he moved to Paris. I'm still a Barcelona guy, but it's different when you take American sports. It's so much different. So probably a lot of Slovenians and other Luka Doncic fans through the world will change the team colors.
Hmm. What do you think I mean, this has been hard to process for a lot of people, but when you think of Luka Doncic and how this will affect him, you followed him for a long time, and obviously this, we don't know all of the inner workings of what happened here, but we know that it hasn't been the nicest rollout of this publicly. He is a very proud guy, and what do you think this does to him as far as his play is concerned going forward?
Well, first of all, I think he will take it, and he already did take it personally. That's for sure. And he will show it at, I think, 26th of February versus the Dallas. That's first. Second, I'm pretty sure he's going to be motivated playing with LeBron James, if LeBron James is staying with the LA Lakers, of course. But I think this story can be a big plus for him. Why? Because LeBron James is putting so much effort at his body. He has been constant for 21 years in the league. He is the most athletic guy league has ever had, and he knows how to deal with these things. So probably this is the greatest thing that can happen to Luka. And if Luka is smart enough, and I believe he is smart enough, he will take advantage of the situation.
Don't you think too that how do you think he's going to fit in LA? It is a much bigger media market. It is very much paid attention to. He is a character. Do you think that he might actually just flourish there?
Well, this is a great question. I was thinking a lot past 2 days about this, but he knows how to react after all the media is on him, after all the lights are when he's on the light spot. Probably he will figure it out after a game or two. I'm just concerned how bad his injury is, but after he will be fully recovered, LeBron and Luka and Reeves will. I think they will be a scary team. Not sure about the very first year, but if Luka will stay with Los Angeles Lakers, they will definitely be a championship contenders.
Yeah, I would imagine there's going to be some Lakers jerseys being bought there in Slovenia, and some new Lakers fans. Have you already been experiencing that?
Not yet, but I feel so sorry about the Dallas fans because they have been so great to Luka. They showed so much love through the 7 years he's been there. This is like a knife stick to our hearts. We felt that Luka has been loved in the Dallas, and right now we kind of hate the organization, not the city, not the fans, of course not, but the organization, the people that stand behind the trade. And this is the time that we are a bit sad right now. Probably this will change as I said before, in a game or two with Luka with Lakers. But right now we are still feeling sorry especially for the fans. And through the years, we became kind of like friends through the medias, through the social medias. Yeah.
I need to change my microphone back since I'm just
Cool.
There, I think I'm back. You hear me okay?
Yeah.
You were saying, this is a proud man, and he's going to take this personally. Would you say that that's true of the whole country, really? I mean, does the country take this personally?
Yes, it does. All the people here, because just the things that how the trade got through. We've heard the news that no one speak with Luka, no one speak with Anthony Davis. Also, that's what we heard. But we all know that NBA is a business. This is obvious. This is the things that happens every single year through all different kind of players. But when you're talking about the superstar like both dudes are, Davis and Luka, I mean, these are not regular type of players. These are both superstars, and I'm not sure if you treat superstars like that. Anthony Davis gave to the Los Angeles Lakers a championship ring or not. The two, I'm not sure about it, but I remember the ring from the Orlando from bubble. That's one I'm sure about. Luka was so close, and he was like half healthy, half injured in the finals. They secured great players in the off season. They were playing great while Luka was healthy, and now it's like a big punch in the head for all of us.
A few more questions here for you. If you could speak directly right now to management here, team management, Miriam Adelson, the owner, Mark Cuban, minority owner now. If you could speak to management of the Mavs, give them a direct message here.
Basketball is a sport that brings a lot of emotions, not only to our players, but especially for the fans. And times to times there are organizations and the people in the organizations that even don't feel this way or don't know anything about the feelings in the sports. Sometimes there were a better days when sports were all about proud, all about the feelings, all about the game, not about the politics and not about the money. I think few or too many times we forget about those times. They were better times.
And last thing, Gregor, and I had you do this when we were there in Slovenia, where I asked you to give a message straight to Luka in your native tongue there, and then to translate it for us. So, mic's open for you here to speak straight to him if he hears this. What would you say?
Thank you for this opportunity. Well, Luka, podpirali smo te, ko si bil v Dallasu, in s tabo bomo 100% tudi, ko boš v Los Angelesu. Tako da ne boj se glede podpore, s tabo smo, in če ti ni uspelo v Dallasu, naj to uspe z Los Angeles Lakersi. Gremo po prstan. So I said that we were with him when he was in Dallas. Of course, we are going to be with him now when he is in Los Angeles. We will support him no matter what. And if he was not able to get a championship ring in Dallas, I believe that he will be able to do it in Los Angeles Lakers uniform.
Gregor, very well done. I thought we would talk again someday with another trip to Slovenia, with another trip to the finals. I never dreamt we'd be talking like this.
Yeah, definitely not. Couldn't imagine a sadder story, or how can I say it? I mean, it's kind of devastating because really, you all, from media, from fans, were great to us Slovenians, great to our Luka, and right now talking to you like that, it's kind of makes me sad, and I wish it would be for another reason. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're going to miss him and all of the ties that came with him. Gregor, thanks for taking the time, man. Really appreciate it. It's great to talk to you again.
My pleasure, Jason. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Very well done.
Cool.
Thanks.